All right, guys. So next day, back on the Element, and yeah, there's the head right there, all cleaned up. The last video, it looked pretty bad because I had the flash on, and the flash like would expose a lot of the imperfections in the aluminum. But that's basically the finish that it has all the way across. And then it was basically sanding right here, right here. The middle was even untouched. Kept going, flipping it, going, rotating it, going side to side, and it eventually just flattened out everything, especially in there. So yeah, so right here is just exactly how it's gonna be. I just cleaned the exhaust ports, well, no, like the mating surface. And yeah, I might go a little bit in the port, a little bit, but I was gonna do a port match and everything with the gaskets, but it's not even worth it. So I'm just gonna throw it on the way it is. But I'm gonna go clean up the block, the deck, and put in those dowels, and spray the head gasket with this stuff right here, that gasket right there, and pop it on with the new bolts right here. All right, guys, so just got dowel pin 1, dowel pin 2. This is the one that was missing, and this one was crushed. So yeah, got the block nice and cleaned, and got the head nice and clean, ready to go. And then now I'm gonna spray this gasket and pop it on. It's gonna be pretty crazy. So yeah. All right, guys, so at the gasket right there, looking pretty good, and that's all cleaned up. Gonna wait till that flashes off and pop the engine head on, cylinder head on. Can't wait. And then once I have everything torqued, I'm gonna put the rocker assembly, torque that, and then I'm gonna clean up the side of the block. The reason why I didn't clean it up because I've just been so busy. So yeah. And then kind of want to clean a little bit right here. I didn't want to clean this because this is all exposed. I didn't want grime to get in there in between, the piston and sleeve. So once I get this on there, the head, I could clean this off with the manifold off. But yeah, and it probably wouldn't be a bad idea if you own an Element, take off your intake manifold, clean up your engine right here, detail it nice, and then just put a new gasket. Would benefit a lot just by keeping it clean. All right, guys, so got the head gasket on, fresh dowels, all cleaned up. Now it's time for the head. All right, guys, so one last look right there. Looks pretty dang good. That's gonna be the last time you'll see it. All right, guys, gonna put it back on. Right there. She's on. All right. All right, guys, head is torqued on, and I'm not gonna lie with you guys, it's already 4:30. I started torquing them maybe at 2. It took that long. The reason why it took a long time, it's because these bolts didn't even want to torque properly. They would just like kind of crack, and I felt like it was just gonna like pull the thread out. So what I ended up doing when I was I could only get one 90-degree turn, the last one that you seen. I wasn't able to get two. Since I messed up one 90-degree, what I ended up doing was just having them all at 90-degree, and I just went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got one of them, each one out, and then I lubed it, relubed the thread, put it back in, and they're good. So head is on. Now it's time for the rocker assembly, and then cams, and then the whatever those things are. I can't even think right now. The caps, I guess. And yeah, so I'm just gonna go in that order, lock the cams, put the pins in, and then I'm gonna throw on the chain. What else? Guides, tensioner, and then I guess I'm gonna leave this up for tonight. That's it. And then if I feel like it, I'll probably end up doing the cover. If not, I'm gonna just pack it up and do the cover tomorrow, and that's just gonna be downhill from there. It's gonna be the cover, front main seal, and then just button up everything else. But yeah, so all day struggling just to put the head on. But I was taking breaks, taking notes and all that stuff, but man, I'm glad this thing is on. All right, guys, so finally got cams in. They're just snugged up right now. I'm gonna torque them down right now, but yeah, everything is looking pretty dang nice. Nothing's binding, nothing's weird. Everything is just where it should be. But yeah, so gonna torque these down, and then it's gonna be the timing chain and all the timing side. All right, guys, so have everything torqued down, and now it's time to make sure that the arrow on the keyway and the arrow on the block are aligned, and then throw the chain on. So finally the timing is going to be on. So yeah, it's already on TDC. These are already aligned, and everything is looking good. So yeah. All right, guys, so that mark right there lines up with that discolored darker link, the little dimple. And then where is it at? That right there lines up right here and right there. Kind of hard to see, but you see little 2 punch lines. This link and that link are darker from the other, and that little punch mark has to be right in the middle. The same with that side. Discolored, right in the middle. So now I have the tensioner on this one. Now I'm going to put that right there with the tensioner. I mean the valve guide, the chain guides. And then I'm going to put the tensioner, and then I'm going to put this one up here. And yeah, so it's working out pretty good. Just gotta keep going. But I could put this now or later, but I'm gonna go put the tensioner on now. All right, guys, so freaking excellent news, but I almost crapped my pants, guys. Okay, so I have the timing chain guides on. Timing chain, this top part right here. bolt everything down. I bolt the tensioner. I pull that little tempered spring that I had from the to lock it, pull it. It springs out, gives it instant tension, recheck the timing. Then I visually check the timing, it's good. Then I get the ratchet, go in the crank bolt, and I try to spin it, and the engine's locked. So I'm just scrambling around, pulling my hair. Is something jammed up in here? A cam, something's binding, and it turned out to be my locking pins were still in the cams. Huge sigh of relief. Grab the crescent wrench, put it right here, take them off, and it spins freely, and it goes back into time after I go 720 degrees, which is 2 rotations, and that's it. It goes back into the proper time, so it's good. Everything is smooth, and it's timed. So now it is time to clean the block and clean up all of that right there. Pop in that main seal and Honda bond this on there. So pretty much there. And I still have a bunch of parts in there, but that's from like little miscellaneous. That's really like the end of the job right there. But Jesus, I was so scared that that something up here was binding, but everything's good. All right, guys, so just took off that seal right there, and it literally broke in pieces. So cool that that front main seal actually included it. So yeah, so just have the brass brush with some brake clean, and yeah, just going around all the mating surfaces, and then I'm going to go to the block, clean up the block real nice, and then plop it on there. But yeah. No, don't put it in your mouth. All right, guys, so timing chain cover on. Everything is pretty much torqued down to spec. Yeah, pretty drained. It's already, I started at noon. It's 7:42 and I started at noon. So, and today is the 15th, Thursday, May. But yeah, so still have that full box to go. That's gonna be tomorrow. That's basically just hoses, serpentine, coil packs, motor mount, and just odds and ends, basically hardware. A bunch of sandwich bags full of hardware. So yeah, gonna be buttoning this up tomorrow. It's gonna be pretty dang fun because it's all downhill from there. Not that much stress on the body, especially getting down in between there for that timing chain cover. It's pretty brutal and bad on the back. But yeah, guys, so that's gonna be it for this one. Tomorrow, Friday, gonna put everything, button it up, and start her up. So stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, I'm gonna be packing up and cleaning. So yeah, so smash the like if you want to see more. All right, guys, I'll see you.